Welcome to episode 7 of the Theme Park Rundown. And yes, Universal Great Britain.
Yes.
Did we ever think we were going to say those words?
Probably not.
No. Now, it was confirmed just before Christmas. I will say, in that confirmation a couple of weeks ago, I thought it was already confirmed. You know, money had exchanged hands. Planning was clearly going to happen.
Yeah,
Everyone was
I think
ranting about
Universal and the government knew it was all going to happen.
just-
but it's official
You know,
now.
everyone's
the
rushing
planning's
down
done.
to Bedford to stand there, and I'm like, I thought it was already done. So I kind of ignored that news. I
Yeah.
can't lie to you. It was already happening. However,
Yeah.
the reason why we picked the episode now, as opposed to before
Yes.
Christmas, is that construction could officially start
Yesterday.
That's
12th of
absolutely
January.
right. The 12th of January. I don't know whether it has, to be honest. I haven't seen anything.
There
But
has
they
been
have
diggers
been-
and groundworks on site.
I mean, the thing is, they've been moving stuff in for ages.
Yeah, yeah.
Planning permission's not there.
But the roads around it are starting a bit of work
Moving
as well.
stuff in. We're not doing it. In it goes.
There's going to be a lot of groundwork.
Now we
starting
did.
next year,
I've listened to sort of councillors' interviews and things because they're like, infrastructure's got to be right. You know, they're building the train station. There's
Yeah,
going to be a
new train
direct
station, there's
line
new
which will go
junctions as well.
direct to Luton. Luton will be the airport
Yeah.
of choice. And they are expecting millions upon millions of people to come and experience it from around the world.
And they will.
And they will.
They will.
They will.
It's Universal, they will.
It's Universal, they will.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it's quite funny because the last Universal park we had built was Epic Universe.
Yeah.
And actually, from the plans that we originally saw, it didn't change a lot.
No.
Now, granted, we didn't necessarily know what the rides were. Back in the Ministry, we didn't know what it was. Monsters Unchained, we didn't know what it was initially. We just knew there was a building
Just knew
there.
there were dark
and there
rides,
was
yeah.
probably going to be a dark ride in it.
Yeah.
So we are at a point now where we've seen the primary one.
Yeah.
And I think it has changed very slightly since the original. The entrance bit, particularly
Yeah.
the plaza, has changed.
Although the planning does state that they've got like an overall planning, haven't they?
Yes.
So they can change and kind of not build as they wish, but they can change a lot of things without having to reapply for planning.
That's it, because the planning
so they
laws...
can hide things from us.
Yes, so the planning laws are very different here to America. In America, if you want to change the fascia of a shop, you have to put the planning permission
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
So, you know, when things are changing and shops are changing and everything, they see it. They see the application go in to say, we want to remove this sign, put
Yeah.
this sign up. And it seems ludicrous, but over here, they just need a, can I build a roller coaster here? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Alton Towers
and they
approved
can
that
change
with
it.
Bluey. Perfectly.
Yeah, that's
In
true.
fairness.
That's true.
And yeah, they can just say, we're going to have a building here with a roller coaster in. Brilliant. You don't necessarily have to say what coaster's going
Yeah.
in there. I think there will be some surprises.
Most
Undoubtedly.
probably. I think some of it we can definitely tell.
Yes.
Like, I think what will be a Back to the Future coaster.
Yeah, I mean, initially,
what
when I did
assume's
it,
going to be in
I'll
something.
be honest,
There's a lot
when
we
I
can
did-
assume.
Yeah, when I did a video initially, I didn't actually pick up on the Back to the Future, and I thought it would be something different. But people were quick to point out, and they're absolutely right. That is clearly
think
the
it
town
is.
hall from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And it is a perfect IP, which they've sort of abandoned in their other parks, but
Yeah.
perhaps shouldn't have abandoned. I mean, would I rather go Back to the Future or Fast and the Furious?
Well, maybe they abandoned it knowing that they were going to be doing this
They
and
abandoned
drag
it
people
years
here.
ago. I don't know if they do that. But, I mean...
Well, they plan things a long time in advance.
They do. And although the Fast and the Furious coaster, the drift one looks really good,
It does look really good.
I still would have themed it to anything but that. That said, Back to the Future, I think, is definite. Jurassic Park looks
definite.
And I think that indoor ride will be the same one, I think is in Tokyo,
And then
something like that. And
And it looks like two shot towers to the side of it.
Yeah.
To the left side of the building.
So, I mean,
like Dr.
the
Dooms.
the Jurassic Park ride is breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. Doesn't mean we're not going to get a Velocicoaster style ride, but I know a lot of people were
say
like,
that.
well, yeah, true. And I know a lot of people were like, you know, we kind of don't want exactly the same as what's over there.
Yeah.
So it looks like we are getting Minions Land, and it looks like it will be more like Universal Shanghai
Yeah.
than what it will Orlando. I think it will have
Yeah.
some bits, but it looks more like their one.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's because they've probably done the research to find out that people from the UK go to Florida, not Shanghai.
Yeah, I would
Which I would
assume so.
imagine is why. So I think there will be, apart from maybe Minion Blast, if that makes an appearance, I don't think there's going to be a lot of similarities between this and the Orlando park at all.
I think it'll have Minion Mayhem over Minion Blast. Possibly both.
It might have both. So Minion Mayhem at this one is set at the back behind the fair plaza bit. And Minion Mayhem, to be fair, is the only ride that is at every Universal park.
I think it'll be there.
So I think it will be there.
Yeah.
Granted, I think it will be there. Will they change it compared to? I know it's a bit mixed around the world. It's slightly different, and of course you don't wear. It's not 3D now in Orlando, so it'd be interesting to see what they do with it and whether they make it a little bit more modern. But yeah, I think it'll be there, and I think we will get a Minions Land.
Yeah, we definitely.
I think it's then up for discussion, really, what we've got. Back to the Future, Jurassic Park. Is that land at the back still Jurassic Park? Is that something else?
I still think it will be Jurassic Park. I think you'll have the Drop Towers Jurassic Park, the Dark Ride Jurassic Park, and the coaster.
Yeah, potentially.
That's my guess. And that coaster is still very much up for debate what it is. But I think it could be a B&M flying coaster.
It's funny.
By the way that the track is, and they have got one abroad.
They have got one at the same park, oddly enough. And I don't necessarily want to see a carbon copy. But that is apparently the best flying coaster in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Generally regarded, I think, as the best flying coaster in the world. Now, I'd heard a long time ago that before it came out, I heard from the inside that contracts were signed with Mack and Intamin to build rides.
Yeah.
That's not a shock that they're going to use those.
Yeah.
But I'd already heard, when people were like, will it go ahead? Will it go ahead? I'd heard from the inside. And, I have some contacts on the inside, in fairness.
Yeah, we do.
We'd heard already. It was signed. It was happening. Everything was agreed with the government. It was just formalities and paperwork.
Yeah. And I think it's very clear that the Intamin one will be the Back to the Future coaster.
I think that'll be Intamin. Yeah.
Yeah. I would have thought so. I mean, it could be Mack, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Intamin.
Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Because the most recent one's going to be. Well, we say the most recent one, actually. The most recent one won't be Stardust, will it?
No.
The most recent one won't be Tokyo Drift or whatever they're calling that one either.
It's going to be...
The most recent one will be whatever they're building for Rip Ride Rocket, which we still don't know. Because that will have voted.
I reckon will be Intamin and Ghostbusters. That's a guess, but
I think it will be
completely wrong.
I think it will be as well. Yeah.
What, Intamin Ghostbusters? Yeah.
My guess is.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
But Mack could easily be, say it's signed with Mack.
Stardust Racers.
But Mack do dark rides as well.
Yes.
And water rides. I say
they do dark rides. Right, so next to the Back to the Future, there is a little children's area, which I'm guessing will be, funny enough, I think that will be more Shrek area, much like the Orlando one, than the dark ride.
Yeah.
Which to me, the castle looks more like Monsters than what it does Shrek's castle. Again, I could be completely wrong, but I'm thinking of a monster-style ride, and I, for all intents and purposes, we'll say Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, because I appreciate not everyone's been to Epic Universe.
Yeah.
But if you've been to Florida, you know Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. It's the robotic arm ride.
Yeah.
And Monsters is the same. Monsters is breathtaking.
Oh, it's
absolutely breathtaking. Arguably the best dark ride I've ever been on.
Yeah, it's
right
just
out there. On another level. And I'm thinking of Shrek, and I'm thinking, how do you make a 5-minute ride out of Shrek? Realistically.
I think you could.
Really?
I do think you could.
Every story's the same. I don't mean that in a negative way, but every story is the same.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go on Monsters, you're going from the classic.
So you can
Monsters.
have Puss in Boots in it as well.
Oh, that's 30 seconds. Great. I'm just thinking, if you want an immersive...
I'm not convinced it will be Shrek.
No, I mean, you look at Monsters, and even Harry Potter. Harry Potter follows so many stories, it was easy to do. And Monsters has got so many monsters, and the seamless streams. I'm just thinking, you see Shrek, he's in the woods, you've got Lord Farquaad, you've got Puss in Boots, a couple of others. I don't know how that story...
It might be Lord of the Rings, of course, as well. That's a big talking point.
Yeah, it is.
That's straight away what the news was saying the other day.
Yes. Well, hold on. Can I just say, the news are picking up on the interviews they're doing with the theme park experts. So I'm taking that with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Because Universal will be sitting behind the scenes laughing, undoubtedly.
Oh, at some of this, because they'll be like, hey, you're completely wrong.
Yeah, I think Back to the Future, looking at it, and I didn't pick it up first, I'm quite honest with that.
I think that's pretty safe.
I think it's obvious.
And we are getting Jurassic Park or World.
And it looks like Jurassic Park. And that dark ride is quite obvious. It's just going to be brilliant. I still think the dark ride there, and I still think the other coaster's up for discussion.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people
don't think Paddington's a thing either.
No, I don't think there's any... I don't know. See, I'd like to see something British. I think the stunt show at the back will be James Bond. Mm-hmm. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's a good chance. There's a good chance it will be.
Because that brings the British aspect.
There'll be something British about it.
Yeah.
It's just whether it's that or Paddington. I'd
love to see Paddington. Yeah. Again, I don't know how you make a land out of Paddington.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll pull things off. They'll do it right, whatever they do.
I don't know, again, if I could make a dark ride out of Paddington. Yeah. I just don't think there's... I don't know. I don't think they would. I think they would probably look at this... The other thing is as well, obviously, is that this was planned before Epic opened. So they don't really know what reception they're going to get from Epic. And we are talking 5 years' time? 5.5 years' time.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 5 years' time before things are together.
Yeah.
You know, we think the technology in Monsters is good now. In 5 years' time,
yeah.
Oh,
it's only gonna be even better.
It's just gonna be.
Although a lot of it's gonna be manufactured pretty soon.
Well, they do like to get their coasters in quick, and they like to get the basis for the dark rides.
I would have thought in 3 years we'll start to see some coasters up.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. There's a lot of groundwork needs doing.
Oh, a lot.
There's a lot of groundwork.
And they have started in areas. They have.
Yes, they
Even
have.
like service roads and things like. Yeah. You can see they have started.
Yeah.
And next year will mainly be groundwork, but I'm sure we'll see.
Yeah,
quite a
they
bit
need
done.
to probably think about getting the station in first and the trains and everything. And there's a lot to do. I think there's a lot to do. I would say it's a bigger project than Epic. Because I think it's got to be bigger than Epic. Epic isn't that big.
No.
And they'll want people to come and visit this for 2 days, not one.
Although by the time that this opens, Epic would have had at least one expansion.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have done.
Because that has started.
Yeah, yeah.
And planning's gone in.
Yeah.
That's a couple of years away.
Yeah, yeah.
2-3 years away probably. But I'm sure, and there might even be a second one by then.
Yeah.
Or coming soon.
Yeah, they're obviously going to have a Harry Potter expansion, which makes sense because we're not getting Harry Potter.
Yeah. And at some point there'll be one for Mario.
You reckon Mario?
Yeah, well, it depends where Zelda goes, but that makes more sense down there.
Does make more sense down there, yeah.
Yeah.
If it goes to Epic, I think Zelda should go to Epic, not Islands. But anyway, Great Britain.
Yeah.
There's a lot. It looks like the problem is people look at it and go, "Oh, there's only like 9 or 10 attractions." Yeah, welcome to Universal.
Yeah, but when you take in
because they're world class attractions.
But you've got other things to fill the day though. I mean, even just looking around, some of it is going to be breathtaking to look at. There's going to be shows. Yep. There's going to be meet and greets. Unlike some of the other UK parks, you might want to eat there. If there's really nice restaurants in it, I mean, I will eat there. So there's going to be a lot of other things to do. It's not just about the rides. Yeah. Decent parks aren't all just about the rides.
No, they're not. And, you know, most of the parks only have 9 or 10 rides, generally.
Yeah. And at least a couple of shows.
Yeah, and
I'm
think
sure
Universal...
that James Bond show or whatever it is won't be the only show.
No, and I think Universal Studios in Florida is one of those... It's at a point at the moment where maybe there's not quite enough there to do.
Yeah, but obviously we've got a new coaster coming,
but
and I think in the next few years, Fast and Furious may be changed as well. And
put cardboard cars in there, might as well. But yeah, I don't think we'll get Fast and the Furious at UK.
No, I don't think we will.
We won't get Harry Potter.
No.
I think we might see... I still think that little area will be Shrek.
Mm-hmm. I wonder in the future if we could
Shrek
see
and Trolls.
Sort of DC or something.
We might do in this country.
Because they have already... Well, there's been a lot of talks recently on the news that they are already in talks, despite other American parks having rights to it, that they're already in talks for their Florida parks.
Yeah.
So obviously I wouldn't be surprised.
They're obviously... Well, the problem is, actually, I mean, their parks are full of IPs that are owned by Disney. Which is, you know, you look at all of the Marvel stuff, Simpsons, all owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Even Harry Potter isn't obviously owned by Universal.
It's all a bit up in the air, though, at the moment with that. And that could change a lot of things, depending on what happens there.
With the studio tours, we would definitely not get Harry Potter over here. It's definitely not going to happen. Saying that, Warner Brothers has been sold or is about to be sold. So maybe the new owners might have a different ploy on that if Universal go, actually, I want to build a castle.
And nothing's gone through. There's nothing saying Universal, at this point of filming, don't want to come out and go, no, we'll buy it.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's options.
Yeah.
There's options. There's definitely options. I wonder if it'll still be called the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. On the Netflix Studio Tour.
That's if Netflix buy it, because I hear a lot of people are against Netflix buying it. Yeah. It's all government bodies.
I don't really know why Warner Brothers is selling it. But yeah, there could be a lot of IPs. But I wonder when or if they will release another promotional art for it? Because they don't have to.
No, I wonder when they'll even post or say something about it. When did they fully announce Epic and say it's happening? Because I know they have kind of said this is happening, but they're not. Was there nothing like set in stone? This is what we're doing.
I think it was a year or so in before they went, oh, by the way, guys,
yeah,
we're building a new theme park.
I think it'll only be then, though, that when they do that we'll see something different. Like a new concept art or anything, which I don't think will be that dissimilar.
No.
I'd quite like to know, as you come in sort of on the main street, sort of as you're coming in with all the shops and everything, it looks on the right like there's something there, whether it's going to be a show or another indoor ride. And then you've got kind of that bit that looks a little bit like Jaws as well.
Yeah.
And it'd be intriguing to see what both of those will be.
That looks more of a throwback to Jaws.
Yeah.
Like a little sort of, I mean, they've still got the jaws. They've still got the shark, haven't they, in the studio. So it looks like more.
And it's by the water, so it would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something on the right there, isn't there? There's a building that's clearly something.
But of course, any of these buildings could have rides in. I mean, that one at the back, we're assuming it's got a ride in, the Jurassic Park, could have nothing in. Could be a restaurant.
That'd be a big bloody restaurant.
Oh, yeah, I get that. But it could be.
Yeah,
it's not going to be.
No. But theoretically.
But it could be.
You could say that about any of the buildings there, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like the air of mystery around it. Now,
so I don't want to know absolutely everything.
No.
But I do and I don't.
Well, we'll find out later down the line. Yeah. Now, there are obviously going to be a lot of people that want to cover the construction of this.
Yes.
I don't think you'll be able to get that close to it. I think you'll have people flying drones, obviously. I think they will apply for no drones.
No, yeah, obviously they can apply to get no drones over the site, but if you're off the site with the drone high enough up and you've got a good enough camera and zoom, you're still going to see it.
They can still apply for area blockout.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, I don't know whether they will. So in America, you can't fly drones. You're in jail if you do it over their things. But people were flying over it. So BioReconstruct actually have a light aircraft, which is why they were going
And I think there'll be ways of getting drone footage over here.
Yes.
There's going to be ways, and we're going to see it all.
Yeah.
And I will follow it via it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something we're going to be doing. If people are expecting us to fly drones over Universal over the next 5 years, it's not going to happen.
No.
That said, there's a lot of people getting really excited that they've got years of construction, and quite honestly, there'll be nothing to look at for 2 years.
No, and for a lot of the people on ground, I don't really know what they're going to see.
They're not going to see anything.
I mean, if a 300-foot coaster appears in 3 years' time, granted, they'll see something. Still not all of it, but they will see something.
No, because the land's fairly flat there, actually, which is quite good. But of course, there's a lot of infrastructure going on. So the park is, I think people forget, the park is set back from the barriers. Mm-hmm. You know, they're like, I can get to the barriers, I'll see what's going on.
Because you've got the hotel and
you're getting to the hotel.
City walk type thing.
And I wouldn't mind betting the hotel goes up first. The structure of the hotel, so that's instantly going to block views. There's going to be a massive car park. You know, I reckon you're going to be 500-600 foot away from the entrance when people are thinking they're peering over a fence.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And again, for drone shots as well, I think you're going to have a really good drone to get a good view of it.
But we will see.
But we won't be following that on the channel. Well, I won't be following that on the channel. If Kurt wants to go and follow it, he's more than welcome. But I won't be following that on the channel. We'll keep updated and things like that, but I'm not, Bedford's probably about 2.5 hours from here. It's reasonable.
I've looked, I mean, depending on when you go, if you're early in the morning and you hit no traffic, I think the lowest I saw it was like 1:58.
Yeah.
Like you can do it in 2 hours at a push when there's no traffic.
Yeah.
And I mean, mind you, if they're opening at 8-9 o'clock and we're having to leave the house at 6 to go there, or even earlier, 5:30, we might avoid most of that traffic.
Yeah, well, we're leaving that early to go to Towers, aren't we? So
exactly.
That's, I don't think it's going to be a lot different.
No. But
Now then, first, I think it's important to talk about, I think there's a lot of people excited about Universal Studios coming, and rightfully so. We're 100% excited for it. I don't realise just how much it costs.
No, there is a lot of people that when it comes and it's £100 for a ticket, you're going to go, £100 for a ticket?
Well, I think the cheapest for Universal in Florida at the moment is 120.
Yeah.
And we're talking 6 years down the line.
Yeah.
I would be expecting day tickets to be 140 plus. So yeah, there are a lot of people going, well, I just won't visit these other places because I'll go here. I was like, you might not.
Because you buy an annual pass for some of the others for the same. And that's not me moaning about their pricing.
No, absolutely.
I mean, there are a lot of people that, when they realise, it's £40 park, plus ticket, plus food, plus drinks, they'll go, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There's only one of me and I'm spending 250 quid.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue the Florida parks aren't set out for locals. at all.
You
Really.
do-
I know there's locals that
I reckon
go.
it's going to be the same as well, where potentially people abroad are going to get better deals on tickets and hotels than we are.
Yes, absolutely.
But I buy an annual pass anyway, so it don't really bother me.
Well, no, but how much is your annual pass for Florida?
How much is my annual pass for Florida?
Mm-hmm.
I've got the Premier one. I think it's like $1,400. It's about £1,000.
Yeah. What, only one visit to Epic, is it?
No, you get discounted tickets to Epic.
Okay.
Discounted tickets to Epic, but I have to say, for the £1,000,
Yeah.
I do get obviously no blockout dates.
No.
I got Volcano Bay,
Yep.
Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, 15% off merchandise and food. You get free pass holder like pin and magnet.
Do you get free
every month.
parking with that?
You get free parking.
Right, so that's a massive benefit, isn't it?
And as well as that, after 4 p.m, you have Express Pass, and that now works on Hagrid's as well. So I think that £1,000,
Just.
oh my God, it pays for itself.
Yeah,
Especially if you live there.
but
I can still make use of it.
it's £1,000.
It is, but that is for free parks.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
this is including
So
Volcano
how much
Bay.
do we think an annual pass will be for Great Britain, realistically?
I think the decent pass will be about 600 quid. I reckon your bog standard pass, I reckon there'll be like, maybe even like 300, 500, 700. It's going to be.
So you think the basic pass for that is going to be the same price as Portland's Parks pass? Not a chance. So I think we are still heading £1,000 bracket
No.
for premium pass.
No, you can get a pass for like Disneyland Paris so much cheaper than that.
Not.
You get one for like 400
That's
quid. can't
shooting
you?
up 15% when Frozen opens. That will shoot up again when Lion King opens.
Yeah.
I think the
I think-
Premier Pass will still reach 4 figures.
I don't.
And I think the basic one will start around 600.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the Premier one max will be 700, 800. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm going to buy it even if it's £1,000. Let's
You've
face
got to
it.
remember, if they're doing day tickets, and day tickets will be 3 figures plus.
yeah,
There's
they
no
will
ifs or
be,
buts. They are not doing a year's annual pass, even on off-peak days, for 300 quid. Not a chance.
I don't know how much the cheap pass is in America.
I think it's 699.
See? And then when you put that into pounds, it's 500
again,
and you've still got 3 passes.
There's less locals that are going, and you've got to remember year one, of course. You know, you look at the Epic situation.
I wonder if
year
they'd
one.
even do an annual pass.
Well,
year
this
one.
is it.
Well, I think they will because I think the only reason they haven't done it for Epic is because there's multi-parks out there and people have already got either the 2-park pass
Yeah.
or the 3-park pass. And when it goes to 4-park pass, I'll buy it.
I think it would be I think it would be a mistake for them not to do it. I think Epic will be on the annual pass by the end of this year. Anyway, I think.
Yeah, and I mean,
yeah.
But I think for ours, I think it will happen straight away. I'm hoping it does because I want to buy it before opening day
Yeah,
and pick it up at the park, go in
yeah.
and have that annual pass because I will be there a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I think with an annual pass, you're visiting. You're visiting a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean at least once a month.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you will be.
Oh yeah. And
But I think it's going to be pricey, which, you know, I know people that have gone to Florida probably understand that, you know, you're buying tickets and they're quite expensive. So some people will be aware, but actually it's only a fraction of people. I get inside the enthusiast world. We all know how much it costs.
yeah,
to
yeah,
go.
yeah.
But I think
well, we
your
know it's
average-
going to be expensive.
When the news are broadcasting like this is coming, and we've seen. Right, this is going to be a slightly controversial point
Oh,
here.
no.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've seen the theme park experts say that other
dear.
parks need to up their game. Mm-hmm. You'd best pass me my drink as well, actually, because this is where we are. No, and I appreciate people can watch this, but Jesus Christ, let me just wear it.
What are you going to say?
I've seen the theme park experts that have gone on the news and said that all parks are going to have to up their game.
No, they're not.
So,
Yes, well, I say that, yes and no, because Chessington are already up in their game, and I feel like some of it's because of this. And I feel like some of the ongoing after Minecraft will be due to this, and hence they're going more 365.
now,
But I think as an overall,
No.
I think it can only benefit some of the other parks.
yeah,
I mean, Towers, everyone knows it's the biggest park in the UK. It's
Yeah.
the best park in the UK.
I think,
from
if
abroad,
I'm not
that's what you
mistaken,
think.
it's still going to be the biggest park,
Yeah.
space-wise.
Yeah, it will be.
It just won't be the most visited.
But what I mean is, like, when people come over, they're like, oh, should we get to Walton Towers? Or if there's good trains into London, should we try and get out to Fort Park, Chessington? I think it could benefit them.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's so far off the mark to say that every park needs to up their game.
No.
It is just embarrassing that everyone thinks that.
No, and I mean, you look at some of the operations at SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, but because we're going to Disney and Universal, we still go there anyway.
That's a great example.
But you wouldn't go out just for it.
No.
But you go because of this. Like, people come to Universal and go to that. And I bet
Yeah.
people go to Disneyland Paris and then go to Parc Asterix.
Yes.
I'm not saying Parc Asterix is bad.
No.
People only go for that.
Yeah.
We were considering going without going to Paris.
You're right.
But
I would not
as a general
go.
rule.
I would not go to America to go to Busch Gardens or SeaWorld without visiting one
No,
of those.
it's way too expensive.
But whilst I'm there,
yeah.
I'll nip in. And, you know, that, to be fair, the American parks around Orlando do look nice.
Yeah.
But, you know, we know there's Six Flags parks, and we know there's some other parks
Yeah.
that look a bit more like our theme parks.
Some less theming, to be honest.
Six Flags in particular, I'd quite argue, is our Merlin. Merlin might not like that.
Well, some of them just build on car parks. They have no theming at all.
Hyperia?
That's built on mud, not a car park.
It's true.
But
it doesn't
still the
detract-
occasional duck and a bit of
it
nature.
doesn't detract from the fact they have great rides, even Six Flags.
no,
Much
it-
like
it
ours,
doesn't.
it
It doesn't.
Hyperia is a great ride.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I'd love more theme, but it's a great ride.
Yeah,
so
I'd
it's
like
so
Splashdown
far
to
off the
work.
mark. It actually annoys me
Yeah.
when, you know, they get it and they go, every part's going to have to up their game.
Yeah.
That's just not true.
No, it's
in
not
the
true.
slightest. And again, we've touched on it, is that for a day ticket for Universal, you are going to pay 3 figures.
And even in the summer, Merlin, they go mid to late 30s.
6 years, it's difficult.
Might hit 40 quid.
But, you know, I would argue Merlin is going to be a third of the price
Yeah.
to visit one of the parks. And it doesn't detract from the fact that, assuming all these rides are still there, obviously in 2031, you know, you go to Fort Park, Hyperia, that will be there, Stealth, Colossus, Swarm, Inferno. It doesn't
one of those might be
detract. Well, it is true. It doesn't detract from the fact, though, that those are, you know, some of those are
I think they'll have another coaster by then.
top coasters, you know?
They'll have another one by
Yeah.
then, I think. I think.
You know, do they need to add any theme to those for people to visit the park? No, they don't.
No.
Should they be open a bit longer? Well, that's a discussion we've already had on our winter opening,
And they
I
should
would
be.
argue they should be open
And
a bit
earlier
longer
as well.
But, you know, are they going to lose money not being open during the winter if Great Britain's there? No, they're not, because they're
No.
going to be exactly the same situation as they are
But for
now.
places like Chessington, I do think it's making a difference.
Now, there are some,
Yeah.
definitely, I'd say some, there's some.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to affect Legoland. Legoland is Legoland.
Yeah,
People
gonna
are
go.
going for Lego.
And some of them will go.
You know,
They'll
much
come
like
over for
Florida, funny enough, it's so far out in Florida that I can't even be bothered to go. But Legoland, people go for Lego.
Yeah.
Not going to change anything. You know, they've already got their openings fairly sussed. They've dropped the ball a bit this year, I'd
Yeah.
argue, but they've got their sussed. It's not going to affect Fort Park in the slightest.
No.
People, the teens that, you know, they're not going to be paying 100. They
Yeah.
might do it once, but they're not buying annual passes for Universal. They might go in once, but they're not paying as much. You know, over the summer, some of these visit Fort Park 2 or 3 times with their Fort Park annual pass. That's still going to be under £100 as opposed to one visit to Universal. They'll go, but they're not going to go continuously.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's not going to affect Southend.
No.
It's not going to affect Adventure
Absolutely not.
Island in the
No.
slightest. It's not going to affect Fantasy Island.
No. All of those two. It's not going to affect Blackpool.
It's not going to affect Blackpool.
May affect Towers a little bit.
So I highlight, because I don't think it'll affect Pleasurewood Hills particularly, because they only demograph to local
Yeah.
clientele.
I mean, I think there's 3 that it will affect.
so who do you think it's going to affect?
Towers,
Yeah.
Drayton,
Yeah.
and Chessington.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're the only 3
Yeah.
that it may affect.
Yeah.
And I think if it's going to affect any of them more, it would be Chessington because it's the closest, easiest to get to.
Yeah.
I think, but yeah, again, I think that means it will affect them in a positive way.
Yeah.
Because it's meant that they are up in their game already. We're seeing Paw Patrol, we're seeing Minecraft, more
Yeah.
areas that will open for the winter, like Jumanji
Yeah.
did and has. And by that point, they'll have even more, I'm sure. And after
Yeah.
Minecraft, we're probably going to get an extension. We might even get another area. So I feel like it could only benefit them.
I
Because people
feel
coming
like-
over, Minecraft, Paw Patrol, big IPs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they'll
they
go,
are.
and they
Yeah.
might go there. Because if the trains are going to be as good as they're
Jumanji.
making out,
Yeah.
you can get there really quick.
Yeah.
Really easily.
Yeah.
Probably reasonably well priced as well.
So I think Chessington are actually in a good position. I
Yeah.
know people don't necessarily see that at the moment, but I think Chessington are in a good position. That,
Yeah.
you know, they can keep some classics going to have a bit of originality.
Yeah.
And we know that Gruffalo's going, and we've been told what the plan is to replace that. It's
Yeah.
not Bubbleworks, sadly.
not
But we've been
Bubbleworks.
told what the plans are to replace that. Minecraft will be huge.
Yeah.
You know, whether people like it or not, the coaster will be.
Should be good.
Yeah, I don't want to say world class, but it's going to be world class technology
Yeah.
from Intamin.
Yeah.
That's going in there.
And then we've got what's going to
people
happen
want to go to
Tiger Rock.
Jumanji. Yeah, there's a lot of positive there.
Yeah. There is.
Now, there's a change in their opening times. I just think that it's not going to do that much to them.
No, as I say, I think it could benefit them.
Now, Drayton is a tricky one because I sort of think it will affect Drayton, but at the same time,
It's not a million miles away, is it?
I would still argue that Drayton are a very localised park.
Yeah.
A very localised park.
I still think they'll have something else big by then.
Yeah, I think they will need something
Not
big by then.
massive,
No,
but
I think they'll need
I think
something.
they'll have something.
And I know they want to go family. I get they want to go family, and I understand that. But again, these are localised parks. Chesington isn't. It's a park people visit from across the country. But Drayton is very localised as well.
Yeah.
I don't see adverts for Drayton down here.
No.
Much like I go up north, I don't see adverts for Paulsons, for instance.
I don't know. I did actually see some fairly recently.
you?
I can't, 2-3 hours away from
Oh,
here.
wow, okay. Oh, maybe they are expanding then.
At service stations and things.
So
but
I believe the biggest park it will affect will be Alton Towers.
yeah.
And the reason for that is people really have to make an effort to get there. It's not just for locals because there aren't many locals don't like them.
Yeah.
So that you plan a day to Alton Towers.
Yeah.
You know, for us it's £50, £60 fuel.
Yeah.
We've got annual passes, you know, but you really need to get food while you're out, whether you get it at the park or locally, you've got to buy food.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be the same for a lot of people that an hour further you got Universal Studios.
Yeah.
And actually Alton Towers is more expensive because of its location.
Yeah.
More than it's more expensive because it's Alton Towers. So I think it's more likely to hit them than it is any other park.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to see less of the bounce of guests going up there.
I would think so, yeah.
So some will get a hire car, the hardcore enthusiasts, and they will, visit a few of these other parts at the same time, possibly even Blackpool and stuff. There will be the odd person that's going to do that, or few people that's going to do that. Well, I don't know if it will affect them. It will affect them, but I don't know about in a negative way massively. Because I don't know who.
I could see a decrease at Alton Towers from people that are particularly down south that just won't go that far.
Yeah, that may go here
That may go there.
Because they want to go. Because some of them who don't, they'll go, I want to go to the biggest, best park in the UK, and some of them will now go there potentially.
I
if they
think
live
that
miles
Fort
away.
Park will actually do the best out of this.
It just affect them the least.
It's just where they are, because I think people will come across and go, right, what other coasters are in the UK? Okay, well, the tallest coaster, it probably won't be the tallest coaster then, but the tallest coaster, Hyperia's there.
Yeah.
Right, this is a really unique Mack ride, we've heard all about it. Fastest accelerating coaster in the world, again, hopefully it's still there. It's Stealth, we'll go there. Oh, they've got a nice wing coaster. You know, they've got a host of flat rides and things.
And I do genuinely think a year or two before Universal Studios opens over here, I think Thorpe will get another coaster.
Yeah, I would imagine there's got to be something in the works.
I think that Rumba site,
Yeah,
2029, 2030,
yeah.
is going to be a big coaster.
I don't think we will see anything, I'll say this now, I don't think a UK theme park is going to open anything in 2031.
No. I think 29, 2030, there'll be a few that go,
Yeah.
and
I
add
wouldn't.
something.
I wouldn't. There's no way I'd construct anything to open that year. Just no way, because the buzz is going to be massive. Whether people are visiting there or not, the buzz is going to be massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge.
I mean, someone will open something that year, something small or re-theme or something.
But in
won't
terms
be
of like 400 foot, I mean, to be fair, unless someone's going to build a 400 foot coaster and absolutely blow a world record out the park, that's the only thing I could see someone doing. But then with
if anyone's
Six
gonna do it
Flags now
before,
open, I mean, they might. I mean, Six Flags might be closed by then in Saudi. But, with Six Flags open, I think it's going to be a hard push that anyone's going to do that.
Yeah. I mean, people... if Thorpe open a 250-foot RMC in 2031, and it's first one in the UK and the tallest in the world,
yeah.
fair enough. People are still going to go.
It might do it, yeah.
But they'd do it a year before, 2 years before, if they're going to do it. If they're going to do it.
I think they would, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's wide off the mark. I know it's controversial. I know a lot of people have said it, but I'm fed up of people saying it's going to change the way people think. And I've spoken to people on the inside, and they're very much of the same opinion. Like, they don't compete. You don't compete with Disney. Disney's Disney.
Yeah.
You can't compete with it. Universal's Universal. You're not competing with it.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting IPs.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone's moaning about IPs going into Chessington, but actually, Minecraft and Paw Patrol are going to compete with Shrek.
Yeah.
And some of the big franchises.
But I think
whether people like it or not.
But I think we're going to lose 2 IPs at Chessington by then.
Yeah, we are.
Because we're going to lose Gruffalo
and Room on a Broom.
Room on a Broom.
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
So we're going to lose 2.
And for what we understand, they're going back to original themes.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
That's...
Not what they were, but as in original to the park.
Yeah, original to the park.
Originals,
so, yeah. I just don't... It frustrates me. I'm really sorry anyone listens to this that disagrees. And please put your comments down below.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
The cost of Universal and then the cost of going to Fort Park to ride some roller coasters for their clientele is going to be streets apart.
Because a lot of the people that go to Fort are not going to go there.
No.
I don't think.
No, I completely agree. I completely agree.
The only time they might is if we get a good Halloween Horror Nights event.
Yeah, I think Halloween Horror Nights will be that will cause problems. Maybe not for the theme parks, but that will cause different problems, Halloween Horror Nights.
Because there will be a lot of people that will go there.
That will be honestly, I don't think the park will affect them much, but I think Halloween Horror Nights will wipe Tully's off the map. Can't lie to you, with their lovely social event and things like that. I think they'd be in trouble. I'm not sure the theme parks will be. But again, Chessington don't do things like that. Nor do Legoland.
That's the only time where it might affect something like Fort.
So yeah.
That's the only time it might affect something like Fort.
Yeah, potentially.
Or Fort would just need to up their game a little bit.
Yeah.
And I mean, Fright Nights is always brilliant.
Yeah.
But it might just mean that year, instead of no new mazes, they do need a new maze or 2.
Well, they would be better on this occasion, you see, because this is one thing that Universal do, is it's one cost. Go in and queue.
Yeah.
And I think that we've gone to the let's pay for a maze, and I actually think they'd be better going, right, Fright Nights, this is the event. You are coming...
So instead of 35 quid for a ticket, it's 60 now, but the mazes are included.
I think they would have to take the same stance where park's open 10 to 4 if you want to come visit, park closes, reopens at 5 o'clock, it's open 5 till 10. This is the ticket price. If you're coming in, these rides will be open. Because at the end of the day, Universal don't open all their rides. They only open, I think they only open 5 this year.
Yeah, not even that.
So, and that is what I would think.
Yeah, I mean, Thorpe would literally, currently would just be like, we'll open Walking Dead, Ghost Train.
But they won't be there then. But yeah.
No, probably not.
No, but that's
at the moment, I mean.
That's that for me, and I still actually think that's a better thing because I think open the park during the day, shut, reopen. And that is exactly what Halloween Horror Nights will do. And they'll be open till 2 a.m. regardless of the weather. So that will cause parks to change more than what them being there will.
Yeah.
Agreed. Christmas, I don't think... I know they put on a good Christmas event with the Grinch, and I imagine we'll see the Grinch.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I don't think it'll affect much.
No, I mean, the fact that they're 365 a little bit more will...
Yeah.
Because people are going to be going there instead of elsewhere because nowhere else is open.
Yeah.
For some of the parts.
Yeah.
But I think by then, Chessington and that will pretty much be open most of the same days.
Yeah.
I think.
I think for places like Paultons, who are obviously putting in massive investment...
Yeah. And even I think they'll be open more days by then.
Yeah, I think they will be by next year, let alone any other time.
And I don't think they'll be done after.
I don't think
they'll be or their water coaster. So
they're what?
Water coaster.
Are they getting a water coaster?
I think it's quite well known. Everyone knows what they're getting.
I don't think anything's confirmed there, Kurt. I think we're just guessing at this point.
It's so obvious.
We don't know what they're getting.
From their teasers, it's very obvious.
The teasers look like it is. Yeah. that aside, I don't think it's going to affect them.
No.
Again, different. They have a lot of local.
They'll
clientele.
continue to do well in their own right.
Yeah.
They will. Peppa Pig's going to draw people in either way as well.
Yeah.
No matter whatever they do.
So for me, everyone's saying that all the theme parks need to up their games is so wide of the market's unreal.
Yeah, I don't.
And in America, that's not how it's happened at all.
No. I think some naturally will.
Yeah,
some local ones.
I think people will say like places like Hershey Park have quite a lot of downtime and things which are over on the other state. It's just Six Flags, as we know, hit and miss, quite close.
Yeah.
I mean, the Americans class something 500 miles away close, but I just don't. Fun Spot can still whack $70 on a ticket, fill the nights somehow. So I just don't It's so wide of the mark to think
Yeah.
that these parks are going to change or need to change.
Yeah.
There will be a few that do need to make some adjustments,
And they will.
but not as much as you think. Universal is just, much like Disney, is just here, and our parks are here, and that's just the way it is.
Same with the price points as well.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not the fact that Paultons could be arguably better thing than Universal in places, but it doesn't change the fact that Universal IP and the pulling power and the money they have has them here and has everyone else here. Now, it's not a bad thing. That's not bad. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Will I visit Thorpe Park less when Universal's open?
Probably not.
No.
We just go on a different day.
It's going a different day. Will I visit Chesington less?
No.
No.
But on a day, say, where it's Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I mean, and say, if there's a 5 p.m. till 2 a.m. ticket, you can go to Chesington for the day.
Yeah.
Until about 3 and then I'd head up across.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
so it won't stop
Yeah,
us.
I think there's enough opportunity for someone to come in and have a world-class theme park in this country.
Yeah.
And I believe the only thing that it might change in parks is operations.
Yeah.
That's it. I can't see visitor loss. I can't see the clientele of Legoland changing particularly. I can't see the clientele of, the locals from Drayton Manor thinking it's all right to take my, 2 young children away from Thomas Land down Shrek for 20 times cost. I just don't see it. No. And I think people just got to understand that price point is there for a reason, and that's just what.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what you'll pay.
There'll be some families with young kids that are, say, under 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
They get the free tickets.
Yeah.
That will be able to then afford to go.
Yeah.
But
people will go.
As a whole, most won't be able to pay that price. A lot of people won't be able to.
People will go, and I think that Universal are probably more hedging a bet on it being more of a tourist destination than they are locals. I don't think there's enough people in the UK to be filling that like they do Florida.
Probably not.
But we'll see.
Although, with good connections from London, you'd be surprised.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the connections are in. However, Universal Great Britain's coming. We're super excited for it.
We are indeed.
Let us know your comments. Honestly, let us know your comments.
There's going to be a lot of opinions on this.
I know there's a lot of opinions, and that's absolutely fine. We won't know until 2031, and I expect there to be a massive boom there, and maybe a little bit down. But I think by 2032 we'll be settled in the. I'm happy to go here. So I'm not going to visit my parks any less.
Yeah.
When Universal's open. But yeah, episode 7 of the theme park rundown. Oh, I'm exhausted. But we'll be back next Tuesday with a mystery topic. So you'll just have to tune in to find out what it is.